Nifty is down. It's down 70, 75 odd points, so not looking that good, down about 1% or so. We're off the day's low, but still looking in extremely weak for the market. Bata has declared numbers, decent set of numbers, and now we are seeing a good spike coming in. It's up about 2.5 to about 3 odd percent. Sales numbers 617 crores versus estimates of 600. It's a long time actually after which Bata is coming out and beating the sales estimate on the street. So the same store sales growth number that was expected maybe could have been higher. Maybe the overall sort of festive sales that we saw were quite good. 12.9% as far as margins are concerned. Bata is at the day's high, 2.6% higher, and there is a sharp spike. As I told you, that this is one name which had been disappointing for a while. Not that the stock corrected, not that we saw some major correction coming in on this name, but it has outperformed, and now it's probably just retracing the fact that it had done well. 2.7% higher for Bata right now. Solid numbers, but again, after a disappointment of 3 to 4 quarters, the expectations were so low that now even if they do marginally better, things would start to look good. 3.5% higher for Bata. Generally, these names never fall, but they always cheer the good numbers that are coming. I think the other company that declared numbers was Tata Chemical. Let's just look at that one as well. It's slightly on the weaker side. PAT has halved from the initial reaction that I saw, and it's down about 5.5 odd percent. So that's definitely one name which is not looking good. 5.5% decline, 20 rupees on the lower side. Numbers were not at all good, and probably we need to give some more assessment before we take any conclusion. Some other results reaction. Let's pull up India Cements. It was down about 5 odd percent once the numbers were out. Let's see what it is doing right now. Also REC, they declared numbers just a while back, so we'll look at them. India Cements is now down 4%, 78 rupees, so it's recovered a percent or so. REC 170 was the low. It's closer to about 172 now. Numbers just came about 10 to 15 minutes back. Apart from this, some other companies, Bank of Maharashtra declared numbers, poor set of numbers. Subex, a 9 rupee name, is up 4% once the results are out. Bata is now hitting day's high, 496, but we are also coming to the close of the day. SBI is down 5, Vedanta is down 3, Tata Motors results tomorrow down 6.7%, Bank of Baroda down 6, 116 rupees for Bank of Baroda. Hindalco is down close to 4%. Axis Bank 1.2% down. Airtel, that's Bharti Airtel, down 0.25%. Tata Steel up about 0.5. ITC down 1%. Yes Bank down about 0.1. Kane India down 5%. Reliance up about 0.7%. Sun Pharma down about 0.5%. Adani Ports down about 3.8%. Coal India up 1% or so. Idea Cellular 2% decline, 100 rupees. HDFC Limited down 3%. Infosys flat with a positive bias. ONGC down about 2%. 215 for ONGC. Tech Mahindra 2% decline, 439 for Tech Mahindra. NTPC down about 1% or so. Cipla down about 4%, 535. Ambuja Cement 1.6% down, 194. IndusInd Bank 4% down, 830 rupees. Tata Power down about 0.3, 59 rupees. L&T up about 1%. Lupin down close to 2%, rather 2.5, 1855. Z Entertainment down 2%. HDFC Bank down 1. Gale down 0.5%. Kotak Bank down about 1.5. Wipro down 0.5%, HCL Tech up 2.5%, TCS flat with a positive bias. Actually, no real change for TCS. Maruti up 1%, BPCL up about 1.7%. HUL, that's the closing bell. HUL down about 0.16%, Asian Paints down 0.18%, M&M down about 0.5%. Dr. Reddy's down 2%, ACC down 1%, Ultratech up about 2% or so, Hero MotoCorp flat with a negative bias. Grasim up 1.2%, Bosch up about 0.3%, Ultratech Cement up close to about 2 odd percent. SBI down 4%, PNB down 10%, another 10% rather we should say. It was at 93 when the results came, right now it's down 10. Tata Motors down 7%, 288, Vedanta Limited down 3%, BOB down about 6% or so. PNB, top loser, was the top loser yesterday as well. 9% decline for PNB, 79 rupees. Tata Motors down 7%. Result come out tomorrow. And most probably they should come out tomorrow post-market hours. Bank of Baroda, 6% decline, 116.9 for BOB. Kane India down about 6% or so, 117.6. SBI down about 5%, 159 for SBI, 32 million shares traded for that name. IndusInd Bank down about 4%, 832 for IndusInd Bank, 2 million shares traded for IndusInd Bank. Hindalco down about 4%. 67 rupees for Hindalco. Very big losses coming in for some of the names. Cipla, we'll get the numbers tomorrow. Post-market hours, 3.7% decline. Adani Ports down about 3.4%. 202.6 for Adani Ports. 3.3 million shares. HDFC Limited, 3.5% down. 1,118. Vedanta Limited, 3% decline. 67.5. 17 million shares traded. Lupin down about 2.6, 1856 for Lupin, 1.9 million shares traded. BHEL down about 2.5, 128.5 for BHEL, 2.5 million shares. HCL Tech up about 2.6. HCL Tech was among one of the top gainers, 832 for HCL Tech. Ultratech 1.8% higher, 2,818, 1.9 million shares. BPCL 1.5% higher, 838, about 13 to 14 rupees higher. Power Grid 1.4% higher, 144, 4.5 million shares traded. Grasim 1.2% higher, 3,439. Maruti 1% higher, 3,694. That's one of the gainers, which was up close to about 1% or so. Chandan Tapadia from Anand Rathi is now joining us. Chandan, good afternoon. Your sense on the closing, what do you view in terms of this volatile moves coming in? What are the levels to watch out for?
Yes, first talking about volatility index, that is up by around 24% in this week, near to 22.5 levels, which is at the highest level of last 3-4 months, which clearly indicates that sustained selling pressure is being witnessed in the market, and traders are quite worried because of the market fall. Talking about the Nifty levels, it has broken the previous support of 70 to 41 levels and closed and fell below that levels and made low near to 71, 77 kind of level. In last 2-3 trading sessions, we have shifted in open interest in the put from 74 to 7200 strike, and today market fell below 7200, but still the put writing was intact at 7200 strike. Although market is continuously making lower top, lower bottom formation, and now it requires to hold above 70 to 70, 300 zone to witness any kind of bounce back move. Otherwise, this weak structure may once take market to 7150 to 7130 kind of levels.
Right. What do you make of Bank Nifty? How would you look at that, the pressure that we are seeing from the PSU banking space?
Yes, we are more concerned about the PSU banks, especially talking about Bank Nifty. 3 times it was finding some support near to 14,750 in last 2-3 weeks, but today it has broken that support and fell down towards 14,500 zone. Now we have next support, that is the crucial support, which is near to 14,400. We are expecting Bank Nifty to find that support and witness some kind of relief, but on upside till it remains below 15,000 zone, it would be very tough to go for a bottom facing approach. So if Bank Nifty on immediate basis sustains above 14,800, 14,900 zone, then only we may hope for a bounce towards 15,000, 15,015 and then higher levels, while on immediate basis as per the price structure 14,400 is likely to act as a major support. Talking about selective PSU counter, we have seen huge built up of short position, especially in SBI, PNB, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, and these stocks are not getting any pause in the selling pressure. So there is quite concern, and this weakness may continue to drag this stock to 3 to 5% on the lower side.
Right. What would you look at, a company like Aurobindo Pharma? It had a very, very volatile day today. How would you look at that name?
Yeah, we have turned negative on the company from last 4-5 trading session, as it broken the pattern of head and shoulder by breaking the immediate support of 770 zone, and after that breaking the level, it is down by around 10 to 12%. Now we'll avoid to trade long till it remains below 730 zone. If it sustains 730, then only we'll pick for the bottom facing approach. Otherwise, this weak structure may take it to 650 to 645 kind of level. After a long time, this stock is now turning negative on the monthly basis, and that's why those who are holding the position from last 2 years on the rollover basis, they are now liquidating the position, and that's why the stock is witnessing sustained selling pressure from last few trading sessions.
What do you make of Tata Motors? Results come out tomorrow.
Yes, the stock has broken the immediate support. In last few trading session, it was making a narrow range, a lower top, lower bottom formation, but was respecting to its lower band of the channel. But in last 2 trading session, it broken the support of 320 zone, and after that it is down by 8 to 9%. We have recommended to go for 310 put, and that put has given the movement of 3 to 4 times. Now it has met the support near to 280, and that is also the low made in the October zone. So as of now we are expecting it to find support near to 280, while on upside now till it remains below 310, weak structure might continue. Those who are interested to trade the negative side are suggested to now trade with 290 put to get the downside move of the counter.